as mentioned, the streets are a little more empty now. When you came in this way about an hour and a half ago, they're a little more crowded as the mass was leaving. But now the church is pretty empty, and there's just one dark-skinned man sitting in front of the church, with a couple of choir boys sitting next to him. Um, they look quite impatient. But the man just simply smiles and he waves. And as your group approaches, he offers a smile. He goes, "May the blessings be upon you. Good morning or afternoon to all of you," he says with a
Thank you.
wide smile.
I request that I buy Pierce.
I
Piercer.
said thank you.
You request what, Davey?
I request that AP is put by Piercer.
Yeah, I got you. 1 second. There you go.
Thanks.
My name is Father Petrovic. Welcome. Are you here to pray?
We're here for question.
Well,
Yeah, mate,
feel
been
free
hearing
to ask.
some rumors around town. Something going on.
Going on where? Says with a very nervous smile.
Good question, mate. Not too sure.
Here to be specific.
We heard the church is in need of help.
His smile fades a little bit and he just nods. He goes, yeah. Can you come in for a moment? He as you're all going in, the two boys start to follow and he puts a hand out. He goes, "You two can stay out here for a moment."
Oh my god.
It's serious.
Talking.
Once you all enter the church, they didn't actually give a map for this one, which is kind of fucked. So, bing boom, you're going back to to this church. Holy shit, blast from the past moment. Whoa! What's up?
Oh my god.
Now watch everyone fucking disappear. Boom! Oh, there we go. Boom! There we go.
Still there.
Yep. I pretend this is Luke instead, because they don't give him a fucking token for some fucking reason. Hold on, wait a minute.
It's weird.
Let me just make... Nope.
They didn't expect us to go this far.
They didn't expect anybody to go here, apparently. But regardless, the father, once the door is closed and the boys are outside,
He's weird.
I'm gonna put you all in here. Okay, there you go.
As I walk in, I pat one of the kids on the head.
Doesn't look very comfortable with it. He's like a teenager. He's not like a child.
I'll still do it. I'm committed.
He seems fucking terrified, to be honest with you. The father has his hand on his hip and a hand on his chin. He's rubbing it and he goes, "Yes, there is quite the problem having here. Come. And he directs you to behind the table. The podium.
Altar.
The altar, yeah. There's a shovel behind it, which he just grabs and begins to jam on one of the floorboards behind the altar. You can see it quite easily, like a whole square of the floorboard comes up, and he kind of throws it aside. Beneath here, he motions for you to look. Beneath here, the bones of a great man, which protected the church from evils that would come and corrupt the minds of anyone who worshipped here. But they're gone. They've been gone for days. I fear for what might happen should this church go to Sunday without the bones. I can't find where they've been at all. They can't have been far. Somewhere in this town for sure.
The fuck? He stole the bones?
Do you have any leads of who would want them?
I do, he says, and he looks towards the door. One of the boys outside.
Door, I knew it.
An anti-church golden retriever.
One of the boys outside, Yeska, the smaller of the boys. Normally he seems very cheerful and happy when I talk to him, but lately when I speak to him, he's very distant, and he keeps hiding his face from me as if he was trying to hide something.
Little bugger took the bones, didn't they?
I think he may know something, at the very least. Yeah.
This is the part where like, don't worry, go out there and rough him up, and the priest is like, wait, no.
Hey, Juve, I'm rolling to initiate.
I've done everything I can without directly confronting them, but I'm afraid I don't know what else to do. If you could, please, at least attempt to help me find these bones in the town, I'd very much appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll question the boys for you, don't worry.
Oh, I was gonna say, why are you reluctant to directly confront them?
The child's an orphan. If perchance he stole it for money, I don't think I have it in the heart in me to bring him to the burgomaster's assistant. I don't know if you met him yet, but Isaac can be very cruel for people who break the law in this town.
Yeah, I've seen him.
But
No, he's just a big softy. It's all a shell.
I'm afraid that's not the case at all. Anyone who directly opposes the burgomaster may be unfortunate enough to be invited into his home, and you don't want to go inside that mansion.
Must be a pretty bad interior.
Well, the last interior you see, that's for sure.
Doesn't sound like a pretty good host to me.
He's not.
Do you think that the child is hiding something, or do you think he might be like cursed,
The culprit.
mind washed?
He doesn't seem to be affected by any spell or anything like that. Just seems like he's hiding something from me.
All right, let's send Mr. Fiskerton to go intimidate him.
All right.
Rough the little bugger up.
Let's rough him up.
So I will walk outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna say hello to the two boys. I just gonna shrink down Donovic here, and this is him.
To this one.
Yeah, it's a smaller one.
Nice one.
Wait, before we go out, sorry.
Yeah.
So AFE said that I should go. So I'm going to say, what should I say to him?
I think if you just stand over him and look at him and tell him that you know what he did, I think he'll confess.
Just say
Hey,
I'm gonna be
Fiskerton.
really honest with you.
Fiskerton.
Just give him a nice little plate, little
Tell-
regret. Nothing major.
Tell him you have a bone to pick with him. See what he says.
Yeah, just make sure he doesn't get away.
Oh, that's funny. But
Thanks.
I think this is a more pressing
Straightforward.
matter.
I was always taught straightforward. This is the way to do it. Just go in there and go, yeah, you little shit with fox of bones it.
All right. Here, sir. Would
What do
he
you want,
would he repeat anybody's plan as his 2 cents?
You
He
can't talk.
thinks about it for a moment.
But he can
And then he-
repeat.
Yeah, he can repeat. He can repeat any
So,
sound he's heard. So he can
Everybody
repeat.
said their plan, so if he
Yeah.
agrees with one of them, he could just say that.
He thinks for a moment. He rubs his chin. I forget who said it exactly, but he just repeats "bone to pick."
Yay!
That was Neil.
Neil,
He repeats "bone."
talking
He
to
repeats
Piercer.
"bone to pick."
Okay.
Don't be
I
a bad
walk
influence
out.
on him.
I walk straight to him.
The choir boy, he's wearing some very shoddy clothes. He's got some dirty blonde hair. Is sweeping the floor as you approach him. The boy next to him is a bit taller, probably a teenager. He's got kind of scruffy black hair. Is just kind of sitting there with his arms crossed.
Imagine you confront the wrong kid and you're just like, where is it? It's just a kid minding his own fucking business.
It's like, I just want to play Legos.
He's a teenager.
I have a lot of spell slots, so what I'm gonna do is
Oh,
part of
no.
my
Oh
intimidation,
no.
and this is me trying to get into what's it called? Advantage. I want to try to get advantage on my intimidation roll.
Uh-huh.
What I'm gonna do?
Can I
um,
help you?
Can also help you.
Oh, yes, let's do both. So, I would like to cast Hunter's Mark in a very visible spot on him as I walk out.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my fucking
If,
god,
if,
this is
well,
a child.
if that will give me advantage.
Yeah.
You can also
I'm
walk
just
out
saying. Yeah.
and-
Like,
and tap him and be like, yo, I got you. Bam, guidance, let's go. There you go.
the hunter's mark certainly helps, but your stature over a small boy in general pretty much gives you advantage. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, okay, so I don't have to waste the spell slot?
No, you
But
don't have to.
that would be funny
Okay,
if you go this
then-
hard.
I agree, but I have a lot. I'm gonna use it anyway.
Okay. He
So,
definitely like starts like patting the area. It's like visible. It's like he drops
and
the broom.
It looks like a piercing arrow.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's the symbol I choose for this one, and I'm gonna put it
Yeah.
like. I wish I could put it on his forehead, but I'm not going to because he couldn't see it. So like right on his chest or
Okay,
neck.
yeah. He starts grabbing at it, but it is like an ethereal image. So just for so he's just like running his hands through this imaginary arrow. He's like. He looks
And
up
I'm gonna
towards
like
you.
I'm
He's
gonna
sweating
have my
bullets.
bow in my hand, so I think it's clear that like an arrow image on you. I have
Yeah.
a bow. You could put two and two together.
Yeah,
kid.
yeah.
Oh my fucking
So
god.
I walk up.
Oh, kid.
I walk up to him and said, "We have a bone to pick with you." And I'm just gonna growl because I fumbled my words.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Go ahead and give me intimidation with advantage. Yeah.
13.
This kid's kind of a tough cookie, dude.
The 13 might crack him. He is small.
What
And
about
you have guidance.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
So roll d4.
So, okay.
Yeah, on D4.
Oh,
16.
16.
The kid kind of like does the thing where he turns to his side, he lifts up a leg, he puts his arms up like he's trying to shield him, and he's like, you can hear like he's trying to scream, but his voice is so shot that it just sounds like gasping. When he takes a moment to settle down, he goes, "I didn't take the bones.
You didn't.
No, sir.
What information do you have?
What we were talking about then.
Oh. Can both of you roll me insight?
Me?
Yeah, both of you.
Okay.
Nat.
Actually, it would be perception. Sorry.
Aha! Okay.
I got a 6.
I got a 13.
Tiskerton, you notice as he's trying to. Well, you're not staying outside, Sprite. You're good. You notice as he's kind of like trying to find the words to say, his eyes keep darting over to the other boy.
Oh!
So I
Oh,
noticed that,
shit.
and I immediately break. Wait. Oh wait, no, I have to kill him in order to move the mark. So I'll just break concentration.
Okay,
So it
that might be a
disappears.
good idea. It might be. You know, actually, I'll let you break it this one time and switch it to another target. I know. You're
Okay.
trying to- Yeah.
Then
that's fine.
as soon as I turn away, and as soon as I like lay my eyes on this this boy over here, it appears right in the middle of his eyes, so he can see it if he goes cross-eyed. Right?
Yeah. When you like turn to him, like he's been peering out of his eye, like the corner of his eye, the entire time. When you turn to him and do that, like even before he even sees that, he begins to back up, like, "Oh, chill, man, chill."
I'm faster than him,
Oh.
and I'm long-limbed. I grab him.
Whoa!
Okay, I want
He
to.
is going to resist, so give me athletics. But
I want to also cast Thaumaturgy.
sure.
Do I
haven't gotten
have-
to use it yet?
Do I have... Oh, wait. I didn't ask before I rolled, so I don't have guidance.
No. He
Oh.
he kind of like pushes your arms off, but he's not moving. He's just standing there. He's just got his arms.
That
up
makes
to
sense,
the
because I
side.
don't actually want to hurt him.
Okay.
Chill, man, chill. All right, what are
Um,
you gonna do, Afi?
I'm going to. It's a cantrip, so I can cast it multiple times, right?
Yes, you can cast him as many times as you want.
Okay. I'm gonna cast it, and I'm gonna make the ground trimmer,
Oh my god.
and then I'm going to make my voice really loud when I cast it again and be like, "Tell us everything." Yeah.
His
I'm
legs are
scared.
shaking.
I would...
Guys,
I would
it's a
also
child.
like to use my druid
There you go.
craft
You of all
cantrip and make a little flower sprout up by my foot, and then I'll crush it down as soon as it comes up.
Please stop! I'll tell you what I know. Can you just stop?
If you threatened the ground a kid, you would have gotten the same effect.
Listen.
My voice was appropriate.
Takes a moment to calm himself down. That's when he notices the arrows between his eyes. He goes, oh, and he starts trying to swat it. It's not doing anything. Can you please take that off? I'll tell you what I got.
Information first.
There's the coffin maker east of town. He paid me 5 gold to get the bones.
Give me the 5 gold.
I need to feed my little brother, please.
Damn, that's crazy.
Did he
Fine.
tell you why he wanted the bones? Did he tell you why?
Can I roll insight to see if he's telling the truth about feeding his family?
Yeah, sure.
What about the
8.
truth about the bones?
Seems like he's telling the truth.
Okay.
Why does he
care
want the
about
bones?
that.
Why does he want the bones?
I don't know. He just told me he didn't. I didn't ask. He just said, "Here's 5 gold. Go fetch me those bones." I didn't think much of it.
Why didn't you think much of it when you were stealing a corpse?
That's
It's just a
illegal,
bag
dude.
of bones. I didn't think much of
You're
it.
a bag of bones if I get through with you.
I'm being honest. That's all I know.
Fine, I'll break concentration.
Oh.
The hunter's mark disappears.
The coffin maker is on the east side of town. His shop is in with all the junk in the junk pile place.
Okay, and as I turn away, I'm going to say, if you're lying to me, and then I'm going to cast Druidcraft, and
I ain't lying.
only he hears the sound of a bone snapping. Because I can make a harmless sensory effect. So I can make him hear a bone break right in his head.
I swear that's the truth. I swear.
Avi's also gonna go up to him. Is it him? This one? Yeah.
Yeah.
And put her hand like sternly on his shoulder and be like, "I think you should apologize to the father and confess to what you did."
Okay, I'll apologize to Father Petrovic.
Now.
Okay, I'm going. See, here I go, I'm walking. He takes wide steps to avoid touching either of you.
I'm long-limbed, I could touch him anyway.
Yeah, but he doesn't want
He
to
can't
directly.
escape from me.
I mean, you could have just threatened to tell his mom.
I don't or in the clergy. I don't think they have moms.
He sneaks in through the door. Sprite, Oziah, you two would see the boy walk in, kind of nervously rubbing his hands together, approach the father.
You traumatized the child.
He turns over his shoulder and he sees Fiskerton following him.
Wait, and like halfway through, I'm gonna turn around, go back out, and say, "You two."
Sorry,
In.
sir. Okay.
I guess so.
Oh God, he grew. There we go.
Oh,
Kids grow up so
That's
fast
some
these
good
days.
milk. That's some really good milk. Lots of calcium.
They also
cast
bald fast.
Prestidigitation in the form of his mother behind Father Petrovic.
You don't know what his mother looks like. Fucker, okay? Calm
I
down.
love that a lot.
It's fucking devious, but
I go in and hold Piercer's wing, hand. Does he have hands?
yeah, he has people hands.
I'm gonna
Well,
go
like,
give him hold his hand.
Hands.
By like his elbows, like it's kind of bigger, which is like to imply there's like a wing there or whatever. But
Yeah.
they can't fly.
I'm gonna here. Not move.
No.
Fine. From where I'm at, I grab and hold his.
He turns around. He just grabs your hand back.
Yes.
The two
Oh.
boys approach Petrovic. They're both bawling. The older one starts and he goes, "Father Petrovic, I'm sorry. I took the bones and I gave them to the coffee, the coffin maker. I'm sorry. I should have done it.
I'm gonna
But-
shout, "Why did you do it?"
I did it for 5 gold because we were really hungry and no one's been around to give donations and we ain't getting paid and we're really hungry." And the little kid goes, "I'm sorry, I saw him do it and I didn't say anything. I'm really sorry." And they're both crying a lot. The father looks a bit conflicted. He looks over to you with a bit of worry on his face, like, "What the fuck did you do?"
I'm gonna like just deadpan stare at him.
Does this church offer therapy? I yell from the back.
Deuce,
They
do you
might
mind if
need
I
to.
interject myself into the scene?
As your character?
Yeah.
Hey,
You can do whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to
I
ask me.
just don't want to step on anyone's toes.
No,
No,
you're
hey,
good.
You step on as many toes as long as it's in character.
Okay.
Step on my
Launch is
toes and
gonna
hit you.
Launch is gonna come up and be like, okay, no more. I feel like we can take a break for threatening children. All harm is kind of. Who booed me?
the
Okay,
experienced
fine. We don't have to
performer.
stop, but we can take a break now. We know how. The important thing is we know who has them or who they gave them to. So chances are we can get them back.
Yes, thank you very much, he says. He looks towards Lot with a little bit of hope in your group now. That would be great. Thank you. I do appreciate what you done. I just think he looks towards the crying children. He's like, "Well, far be it from me to doubt your methods. You did what you had to do."
That's right.
Wait, Wyatt, I would like to know.
Yeah.
How simple would it have been to intimidate them without having to do any of the extra shit?
It's like a DC 12 intimidation check.
So what?
It really just makes it better, but I
We
have
lowered
very
that
little
DC
to offer
so
you,
hard.
but- I have little to offer you, but when you do return with the bones, I will fetch some things for you to take on your journey. I can't offer you much in terms of gold, but holy relics might be useful.
I want gold.
Okay.
Which relics?
Wait.
Crosses, holy water, the works.
Oh. Weird.
We could use that.
Pico, you never needed to steal a cross. The little amulet. Now we get them.
I also have this, and he fetches behind his altar, and he pulls out something you would recognize as Aya. It's an enchantment stone for a holy enchantment for a weapon.
Oh,
Ooh, Pog.
I can work with that. I know how to work with that.
Well, you feel free to take it. I mean, honestly, I have little use of it. You could take it now, but I would just see it as a fitting reward for a job well done.
No, sir, when the job's done.
Thank you.
Okay. So I just want to give him 10 gold, and I want to say just like, okay, can you keep them out of trouble? Because chances are the next people the kids make mad are going to be a lot scarier.
Oh, yeah, I can match that.
The next time they make me mad, I'm gonna be a lot scarier.
Eskerton is pretty fucking scary.
No, I want to match the charity. Let me give them 10
Not
gold
to
this-
mention,
so.
I have
So
a wild
does-
shape now.
So this way they can be fed, and Fiskerton doesn't have an excuse.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Yes, he hands
Right,
off.
believe in organized religion.
He hands off 5 gold to the children. He's like, "This should keep them fed. This should keep them fed enough for really weeks to come. We appreciate very much. Thank you."
However,
give them money too. Fuck.
I
Lot,
would
you
like to
stole
give
my
them
idea.
money, not for the church.
It's no problem.
All right.
You can give money too.
Let's all give money. Let's go. Let's all give money.
I did.
Yes. He will let you know, Isaiah, that yours is going to be directly related to just maintaining the church in general. It's not as nearly broken up as this one, obviously, but you can tell that it's definitely like there's like half the like seats like usable. Like most of the time, people have to stand in the corners during mass. It's quite uncomfortable. The more places people could sit would be better.
Well, that's great.
Little things like that, they bring hope in people's lives.
Yeah.
I am going to give him 20 gold.
Oh my!
That's how they
Tell
get you.
him to have a
That's
nice
just to one
day.
up us. What's up? with
No,
that?
I was planning on giving 20 gold anyways, but then
That's
fucking
how they get you.
Lot did it, and I was like, well, I'm gonna do it anyways, so here's 20 gold.
Thank
Your
you.
charity seems less genuine now.
Please give at least 5 to the kids as well, and then the rest can go to the church.
He does it in front of you.
For
so
their
the kids,
honesty.
The kids now have 10 gold each. He does it right in front of you, so you know. He's
And
not-
then-
Specifically
and then
for their
AP
honesty.
And then Aphie very kindly turns to them and says, stay out of trouble.
they
Or we'll
both
find
nod. They still got little teary eyes. They're very scared.
Good job.
Don't
Thank you.
give the money directly to them. They're just going to use it on mead and whatever the drugs are there.
They're
like
children.
8 and 13.
I,
Well, I'll be fair. Back at this time, 13 wouldn't be that crazy to get drunk, I guess.
yeah. They do get married around that time, don't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
I have to pee. I'll be right back.
Okay, well, if they're all giving them money, then I'm not. I'm gonna save my money.
Okay.
I don't have the money to
Fuck it, I'm
spend.
not falling for your pyramid scheme. Fuck out of here.
Can I pass some rogue-like wisdom?
If you'd like, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Be a better liar.
Okay. So I'm gonna crouch in front of kids, like get on their level, so they know I'm not trying to fucking intimidate them.
Yep.
Just be like, hey, you guys aren't good enough at lying to be stealing stuff. So I know it's hard. Just keep yourselves clean. Leave stealing to people like me.
They smile. They chuckle at your open a theft very cheerfully, and they smile. They seem a lot more comfortable in your presence than they do Fiskerton, Afy, for very.
I'm sitting in
very
the back
obvious
pew,
reasons.
even if it's
Yeah.
broken.
They nod and they shake their head and they wipe their eyes clean and dry.
Aww. What?
Father Petrovic goes, "Thank you very much for your kind words. Is there anything that I can do for you? Things have gotten quite hectic around here lately. For better or for worse, more people are visiting the church more now than ever. Seems some faith is trying to come back, which is why I fear for the days to come," he says, approaching the window and looking outside. "Every night or so, I see more of them." And he kind of like motions for you to come take a look.
Are we looking?
Can, but he's mostly just talking a lot at the moment.
Oh, okay.
As you peer outside, Lot, looking towards the far end, towards the forest line, you can see about 8 or so pairs of red eyes just staring at the church.
What the fuck?
Can I roll for perception to see if I can get any more information on it?
Sure, yeah.
Perception.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to see, but you squint your eyes hard enough, and it takes a moment. But observing like their kind of movements, the way they're kind of fluttering around, you notice that the eyes are coming from branches on trees, and shortly you see that little wings are flapping around. These figures are bats, and they're watching the church very closely. It's very strange for them to be just sitting there, watching. And he looks around and he's like, "I know it doesn't look like it, but please remember it's currently daytime right now, and these are usually night-dwelling creatures, despite the foggy skies. So something's definitely afoot." Yes, it happened as soon as the bones left the church. I'll be honest with you, I used to think that the bones protecting the church was mostly just a myth, but now I'm not so sure. Maybe it's actually true. Even more so the reason I'd like them back as soon as possible.
Let's go get the bones.
Yeah, let's go get those bones.
Yeah, let's put some mud on it.
I go out of my way to pat one of the kids on the head again, and then I leave.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
You know what? Transparent. I like it.
Nice.
Great. Well, then you guys are going to head over to the junkyard then, right? Because that's where he said the...
Yeah.
Coffin maker, right?
Yep.